What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Azazel Gaming Room, and today, you already know, you already seen it. We're here to talk about another clutch build that a lot of y'all been kind of requesting. And this one has to do with, oh, hold up, this dude messed up my video. Yo, what's up, bro? This one has to do with the Coyote Mask and the Chameleon. Now, I already made one with the Chameleon before. I've made one in October, but this is an updated version. A lot of y'all want me to do an updated version, you know, and today I got y'all, you know. So, hey, if you're new, leave a like. If you're a returner person, leave a comment. And if you're a hater, well, you already know my slogan, man. Hey, I'll catch you down when I catch y'all. But let's get into this video. This dude really want to be part of this video. Look at this JTF officer. Anyway, sorry for being all over the place right there. Boom. This is going to be short and sweet. We ain't going to take too much time on this. But for anybody new that's watching this video, hello, nice to come to the channel. But hey, the specialization, firewall, this the only way you going to get health on kill, and you're going to get the crazy health kit, right? You need ways to get your health back. This is the only specialization that does that, unless you're going to put on 3-piece Hunter's Fury, which you don't want because that ain't doing it for you. But you need to run this specialization. This gives you an under barrel attachment. It gives you 15% critical hit damage. It also gives you another perk where if your armor breaks, you put enemies around you on fire. It literally be happening in clutch moments as well, literally. And it also, like I said, it gives you that crazy kit where you pop a kit, you get back your health and armor for 10 seconds, which is also clutch as well. So yeah, that's why you want that. Now, I didn't really break this down too much, but I ain't gonna really get too much into it as well, because y'all should already know what the modifiers is. But this build, well, a lot of these clutch builds, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all play with modifiers, but a lot of these clutch builds works perfect with the modifiers. And it's because, as you see, you get all these bonuses. You get all weapon damage, you get reload speed, you get movement speed, you get rate of fire, you get skill, you get all this stuff, right? Like, this season is all about modifiers, added in these modifiers to make you play the game a different way. It makes you play with different builds and different skills and stuff, and I like that, you know. So that's how we're here with the clutch builds. So, but you need to unlock these modifiers in the journey. So if you haven't unlocked them, then I advise you to do those. But I definitely advise you to get these modifiers, because for the new mastery difficulty that's coming out in a couple of weeks, you can actually use these and you'll be good. So the ones that I've got, you know, well, these are a handful that you could unlock, you know, these are cool. But the ones that work specifically good for this build, as you see, I got one that says heals 5% of your maximum armor when your shield takes damage. The effect has a 10-second cooldown. 10 seconds is not too long for this build, because you're always killing. I want all the healing I could get. Let me get that. Then we got this one. Critical hits have 40% chance to grant 1% momentum. Remember that the more momentum you have, the modifiers become stronger, so which means you get your rate of fire faster, you get all those procs that I've named earlier on, you get all those stuff faster. So you definitely want that on, especially when you're playing with a crit clutch build. Then we got this one, critical recovery, crit hits restore 0.5 of your maximum armor. Amazing. Boom, works perfectly with clutch. And like I said, you got all these other ones that you could, you know, times in. Like this one is pretty cool. Increase your skill shield based health by 100%. That's cool too. I could use that. If you're using the shield, which I am, yeah, you can use that. But the modifiers definitely make the game fun. Can you make these builds without the modifiers? Yes, you can. It's a different game, but yes, you could do that. It still works. But that's where we're going with that. The beauty of them all, we're here with the Chameleon. Hits for 108.10k base damage, 900 RPM, as you see, 27 expertise, max rolls on everything. And if you don't know what the Chameleon is, for new people, break it down to you right here. Hitting 30 headshots grants 20% critical hit chance and 50 critical hit damage for 45 seconds. That's not hard. Just land them headshots is very easy. Hitting 65 body shots grants 90% weapon damage for 45 seconds, which is very simple. Now you got the last one, which I advise you to actually use. Hitting 20 leg shots grant 150 reload speed for 45 seconds. And the reason why I say this is because when you get into the fight, you shoot their feet. If you can't land 20 shots, I don't know. And this gun has 50 in the mag, don't forget that. But the faster you reload, the faster you get back into the fight to clutch up to get them kills back. So that's why I rather go with the shooting your legs first. I know it sounds dumb, but with this build, trust me, it works better that way. I'm trying to tell you, just follow along with that, and it's going to work. Then, as you see with this gun, buffs refresh when you get out of combat. So when you get out of combat, you get these buffs back if it doesn't run out. So if you will clear out a control point, you got 3 of these buffs activated. You go to another control point, you go in combat, all this is going to still be there for you. You're still going to keep your stats, you're still going to keep your procs, so that's good. Secondary gun, it doesn't really matter, you could pick any gun you want, but I got a Vector 45 ACP because I could put the underbarrel like how I said early on from the specialization, and we got Optimus. It ain't really nothing special. Handgun don't really matter, we don't really care about none of that. So I just wanted to make sure y'all understand about the modifiers though, because I know I don't be covering this too much with the clutch builds, but modifiers definitely make the clutch builds feel godly. So get those journeys done for real. Now we're on to the Coyote Mask. So this is good for team play. That's why I low-key made it like this, even though I'm solo, but I could play this in team play as well. But the Coyote Mask, you basically get from 0 to 15 meters, you get 25% critical hit damage. That's crazy. That's free damage off rip in the fight. 15 to 25 meters, you get 10% critical hit damage and 10% critical hit chance. And then you got 25 meters, you get 25% critical hit chance. Just easy crit chance, crit damage, and you're giving your allies all this as well. I like team play. I play a lot in the team, and I also like team synergy builds, and I also have one coming out. I have a clutch build coming out with team synergy. This is kind of a start of it, but I have another version. But Coyote is a must, probably one of the best masks. That's why we're going with the Coyote though, right? 3-piece Seska, you know, we need the most health pool. So 3-piece Seska, the 1 piece gives you 8% critical hit chance, so we're getting more crit chance. We're getting 20% hazard protection on top of that, and then we're getting 90% health, like I said, which is the highest health pool. You need the highest health pool for clutch to really work. If you have no health, you're not doing nothing. I'm just keeping it real. And you need the specialization, like I said, because you need to get the health on kill. That's what you specifically need. Do not, and I repeat, do not use 3-piece Hunter's Fury, because you're not going to have 1 million health. You're going to have like 600, maybe 700k health with 100% health on kill. Like that, I feel like that's not worth it. But as I proceed, we got, like I said, 3-piece Seska. Just go with the chest piece. We got crit chance, health, crit damage, obliterate. We want to obliterate because crit hits increase total weapon damage. This build is all about critting. The more I crit, the more I clutch up. Now we're talking about clutch. We got the perfect clutch, which is the Devil's Due. This only drops in a DZ. You could get it in certain areas, but it's literally Dark Zone exclusive, and I believe it's in Conflict as well if you open the Conflict cache. But that's how you obtain this, and I believe you could go towards the Countdown vendor. I know sometimes they be selling this there random times, so maybe check every week and you might get one like this. But if you don't know what clutch do, if you're below 20% armor, crit hits repair 2.5 missing armor. Kills allow you to repair up to 100% armor for 4 to 10 seconds based on the number of cores. And as you see, I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weapon cores. I could go to 6. I had it at 6, but my armor is going to drop to like 917k. But the reason why I went up the armor, because I want my shield to be a little tanky, so I could actually hide behind the shield and do my damage like I want to. You could also put on the Turmoil knee pads if you want to kill more than one NPC, which I haven't tried it with this build, but I'm assuming it's pretty good because you get a lot of damage from just the build in general. So I might update this, but if you want to try this, this would actually work. I feel like it will work if you want to kill multiple NPCs and stuff. So then now we're going with the 2-piece Palisades because you want the armor on kill. I want to kill. I want to get my armor up. Again, health on kill, armor on kill. You could go with the 2-piece Gilligard if you like, but in this case, I'd rather go with the 2-piece Palisades for that armor on kill. And it gives you health, 60% health. Gilligard gives you 60% health as well. That's why I say you could go with what you want. But I'd rather the armor on kill. So now we got that. And a lot of these pieces you see comes with crit chance, crit damage on it. You know what I'm saying? Health on every piece except for the Coyote Mask, because you know you can't recalibrate these. But this is what you want. Like you see, I got the mods, crit damage, crit chance, and my mods and stuff. So now we on the skills. I went with the striker shield. This comes with the specialization, the firewall specialization. The reason why I went with this one, because every time an enemy is in front of you, you actually do more damage to them. More damage the better. We got that. Then we went with a defender drone, which expertise 28. I want to soak up the bullets, or you could go with a revolver hive if you want to. You know what I'm saying? If you're new to the game, if you die a lot, you can go with a revolver hive. You could go with anything you want. When you're new playing with this build, you're going to die a lot. I said this before, you're going to die a lot, but it's up to you to learn from your mistakes and learn how to play with the build. I've been playing with this clutch build since October. Well, actually, I've been playing with it since the game first came out. But we already know pre-Warlords have changed it. But I've been playing with clutch since October of last year. So I'm kind of like used to how playing with it, especially in PvP. I see my videos. So what I'm saying is you could actually make it work. It just depends on you. You got to make sure your aim is right. You got to make sure you pay attention. You got to make sure you're comfortable in your health pool. Like, just be comfortable in your health pool. That's the only tip I would tell anybody that's PvPing or PvEing with clutch. Be comfortable in your health pool, but know your health as well. Know how much you have, and know how much you can intake, and know how much you can output as well. But that's the only tip I would say about that. Like I said in my last video, if you need any tips on how to play with clutch, I don't have a problem making a video. Just put the comments and I'll be there. So now let's go to the stats though. So with the Chameleon, we got 51 crit chance, which we actually got more than that because of Coyote. And then we got 129 crit damage, which we got more than that. So when we times this 50% critical hit damage on top of the Coyote, we should be hitting for 204 crit damage. That's 204 crit damage off the rip, off the fight, on top of 60% crit chance or 55% crit chance. Depends if I take off a mod or add one on, or if I use this, but specifically you're playing with the Chameleon. But 50 crit chance, 51, 52 is still good. You're still critting at the end of the day, and you got Coyote on. So, and then if you got a double Coyote, then you're getting a double Coyote proc. In a team play, like I said, this build, you could play it in team or you could play it by yourself. It don't really matter. So it still works. So that's what we got for that. So don't forget those stats. And then we have the SMG, 60% crit chance, 154 crit damage. Like I said, this is not nothing. This is not something to use on the main build, but it is good to have an SMG so you can shoot fast and crit up as much as you can. But yeah, that's what we got for that. So the build shredding, as you see. And yeah, that'll probably be it for the stats with that. But man, like, y'all been going harder with the content. Well, I've been going hard with the content because of y'all, because y'all been going crazy. So I gotta take this time out of my day and out this video, because I never did it. But I gotta shout out all of y'all, everybody that's supporting the channel, everybody that's coming to the channel, everybody that's liking it up. Y'all are changing my life. You know, y'all are doing a lot. So I love y'all for that. I even love the haters as well. If you're a hater, hey man, have an exuberant day, and I might catch you down the line, and you know, maybe we might be friends later. I don't know, but you know, hate is cool, the love is cool. I love all y'all, man. As long as y'all keep showing me support, I'm gonna keep dropping these clutch builds. A lot of people have been asking me why I've been doing clutch builds, because it's something different, and it's because the modifiers, man. The modifiers came out, and the modifiers made clutch kind of valuable in this season, and clutch is even gonna be better next season, because I don't know if y'all seen the patch notes with the new update with the Brooklyn DLC that, you know, we've seen that. But if you haven't seen those patch notes, all I'm saying is be prepared for some more clutch builds next update, because I got some locked and loaded with these patch notes that they dropped. And trust me, I got y'all don't want to miss some PvP and PvE versions of clutch. But yeah, man, that's all I have to come back out here and say. Hey, keep crushing it. Have an exuberant day. If you're new, like I said, leave a like. If you're a returning person, leave a comment. And if you're a hater, well, catch you on day out. It's your boy Zay, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Clutch it up. This JTF officer just want to be a part of it. Let me take a selfie. All right, man. I love y'all. Peace.